wonky, you know? I know them, they just...
There's a bug in here.
Oh my...
How?
Oh my god. Yo, just let it chill in a light. It's crazy. It's really...
I don't think it's gonna come to you.
You just... Oh, you said it. You said it, and now
Let
it's...
me grab like a shoe and I'll swat it at the sky.
Okay, maybe so. Maybe that's the... Whoa! Oh! We're getting like...
Attacked! That
We're
was
getting
an attack.
abused by a moth right now.
Okay, I'll catch it.
Oh no!
Do you guys want to see it?
We here. Welcome back. Big City Backwoods.
Did you hear my neck pop on that one? It's been a long day, I feel like.
It has been a long day. It's been a very long day.
But not bad. I think we were talking about how we both worked super hard, and that was good for us.
We worked really hard.
Because we've been not working hard, but distracted.
You know, we brought it up a lot this last episode, so I'm not trying to touch on it too hard again, you know. But no, we're really in the middle of like a house project right now, so of course it's...
I forgot I already had a quirk.
Stressful. But we're getting...
And she's not staying in the house next to me anymore.
No.
That's how it works, though.
It is how it works.
With houses, when you try to buy them. Sometimes you don't.
No, sometimes you don't. I think I got myself too hype over it. Now I'm kind of like just chilling until like we really get into this house because I'm like not trying to say anything or jinx
But now at this point, you got over the hump, the inspection hump.
Truly, right.
That's it. So you're in. You're in. You got a closing date.
Mm-hmm.
There's a promise there. There's a contract in the working.
She literally told me today. I was like, yeah, it's March 11th is my closing day.
And mine was January 11th.
That's kind of weird. And we both been on like the same wave about
everything.
I've just been kind of putting our main job on the back burner because I was just...
That's why I let her put lipstick on me today.
Mm-hmm. And then we both had
And we watched Euphoria, so we got a little sparkly.
Tell me my outfit is not giving high
High
Euphoria
school.
vibes. Tell me it's not. I mean, come on. This is like an exact fit I would have picked out in middle school. The zipper.
All the way down?
The zipper.
I wasn't allowed to wear zippers.
Oh my god, you told me that.
Yeah.
You told me that.
No, that's why I have them now. Because but I mean, and realistically, we talked about this. Middle school boys would have done it.
Oh, I think about that now. I was wearing in Arizona. I totally lied to you guys, by the way. I was like, I have nothing to do except purchase a house, which is already a lot in itself. But I like totally blanked that I was literally going to a bachelorette party in Arizona. So I literally did that, which we can go over a little bit later. But what was I saying right before that? Don't you hate when that happens? We've been doing that all day. We've been doing that all day. It's that sleep deprivation / trying to get it all done in one day.
Houses and...
What were we talking about right before I said that?
Arizona. You were like, Arizona.
Because I was like, well, speaking of...
Damn.
I'm upset.
I was listening. I promise I was listening. I hate
know.
that because like I feel like it's always me that's like, shit, I was there with you.
You were just in the moment. You were
I
ready
know,
for me to talk
moved
about
on with you.
I did too. You just...
I can't. Dude, speaking of just glossing over shit, I got such a thicker accent over the week of hanging out with my Oklahoma family. Sarah. God.
Literally from the same pretty much area.
Yeah, I know.
Like your cousin literally lives in downtown
Tulsa. That's
Tulsa.
why I've been talking so much shit
you know what?
for so long.
You know what? Guess what? I finally had somebody that was validating me in my not love for Oklahoma. I don't just like
No, they were about it. He was about it.
But he really was like, it's not that bad. And I've been telling her that. It's not that bad. I literally got her a coffee mug for
I
birthday.
gave it to him for coffee in the morning. Or maybe his mom, but I don't know.
I got her an Oklahoma mug and it says it's not that bad or something like that.
Oklahoma's not that bad.
That should be our motto. That should be like Oklahoma's motto. It's not
worst.
that bad.
It's the worst.
Yeah,
it's not that bad, I guess.
No, you actually had a lot going on. I mean, we always say it's just family, but it's never just family. That's a lot. You had a lot of people in your house too.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until you came over.
Whoa! It was
you came in, you were like, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this.
I was expecting like 2 people.
I was
your
like,
brother
my whole
and your cousin. And like I literally wanted to do a straight reunion, bro.
It was not even close to a reunion. Oh my god. That was one cousin and their one child. And then my 2 brothers. I have 4. I have I can't even count cousins.
That's true, but
we had to rent out a gym when we did a reunion.
You and your cousin were saying that. Yeah. That's literally wild. We
Usually,
always had them at the houses. I mean, I felt like we had moderately big get-togethers. Well, my grandma had a pretty big house, but we never had to rent out a gymnasium for that.
That was
stuff.
for the family reunion.
Oh,
but
I mean, there was big.
We even had my grandma's 50th. This is funny just thinking about it because I remember that was whenever Skylar was teeny tiny and you met him just when he was 20. But we had a 50th wedding anniversary for my grandparents, and it was just our immediate grandparents, kids, families.
That makes sense. Okay.
And it still had to be at a church room, whatever those are called. I can't remember the words anymore, but it was still fucking huge because she had 4 kids, and then they each had at least 3 kids.
That was so the thing.
And then they at least had.
Both my parents come from more siblings than me. My mom comes from. Is it just 4? Well, I guess it's just 4.
4 adds up. It adds up. That's what I'm saying.
I think my dad also comes from.
My dad also came from 4. Are we 4 and 4?
We're 4 and 4. Oh my god,
Does
we talked about this one time.
Does she have 4 sisters or 3 sisters? Or
well,
they
there's
split?
There's 3 sisters altogether and 1 brother on my mom's side, and then there's also 1 brother and 3 sisters on my dad's side. I'm an idiot, so it's the same. It's the same. My dad's just the.
My mom and dad did the same thing where my mom had 3 sisters and my dad had 3 brothers. They were equal.
Although we do have siblings as well. You still have. Well, you have 2 siblings. Me too. So we come from 3. Yeah, full blood. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have a stepsister now too, and the list goes on and stuff.
Yeah, it adds up. It
totally
all adds up.
does.
It adds up so fast. That's what I'm saying. You met my actual cousin and her son that was 20 years old, and that was a whole generation younger.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's
no,
crazy
straight
to
up,
think about how many there are now.
Younger than you, which is crazy.
Yeah,
He didn't give that vibe. No,
yeah,
no, for sure. He was chill as fuck.
I don't know if it's weird chill or he's mature. Who knows?
Well, I think a little bit of both. If I don't want to toot my own horn, but he's also hella mature.
Yeah,
very mature.
A little bit both.
You know. No, it was a whole ass thing. Literally, your niece was literally running around the house the whole time, at least for the first 30 minutes that I got there, and she was like, I'm a chicken! I'm a chicken! She kept yelling it.
She's always obsessed with one thing. She was
drilling it into people's heads at night. It was so funny because I would be in full-blown conversations with you or another family member, and all of a sudden I'm just in the background here, and I'm a chicken! I'm a chicken! I was dead.
The best thing was my cousin and my niece this whole week. That whole week. Oh my god, it was a lot. Because my brothers and my dad and I have never been together since I was fucking 9.
Yeah, I was about to say, explain the backstory.
I was gonna say it's a big fucking deal. And that's gonna be a lot for anybody, good or bad,
right?
And it was pretty fucking chill, but also
not chill.
Family's so it was chill. It was just so great to have my cousin. We were just talking, we would just be talking, like laughing about, turn around and be like, what are they talking about? Let's not go in there. Like, I don't want to talk about that.
Conversation.
Like family shit, you know? You don't want to be in that. And we're like, oh God. And then, you know, my niece being the fucking best all the fucking time. I'm obsessed with her. She sends me pictures of her outfits so I can like match her when we go out and do things.
Which is
stuff.
cute. So cute. And you guys are like, she's literally a miniature you. So it's like even cuter.
I'm a chicken!
She was killing me. I'd almost like tune it out too, and then I'd come back to it and I was like, I'm still hearing I'm a chicken, and she was like running through your house up and down the stairs. Yeah. I'm still hearing I'm a chicken.
We were playing hella hide and seek a lot that week, and it was tight. It was super fun to play with Skylar too. Skylar and Michael, like Michael's a big man and he was playing hide and seek and just being hilarious. Like the kids are, you know, kids. They don't fucking see anything. They just do, and then they walk around and they're scared to be in a dark room anyway. Like it was
so
a whole
true.
thing.
It's so true. All you have to do is hide in a dark room and they're not gonna check.
You just hide behind a corner or a door or something, and then when they find you, you just go boo, and they're like, ah!
Literally, it's what my first cousins always did. They come babysit us, and then they'd be like, "Let's play hide and seek," and I'd be like,
"Big old houses, creepy ass fucking old Midwestern houses." That's what I was saying. I was like, "Avery, we gotta turn off all the lights," and the seeker gets to have one fucking headlight because I'm an adult. Like, it's hard to run out of big spaces to hide in your house after one night of playing hide and seek.
Yeah,
but then I realized I didn't. You can hide in plain sight and they are just oblivious.
Truly. No, they are. Yeah, oh my gosh, you actually unlocked a memory for me when you said that. Like when you said a dark, scary room, my cousins would just be so hyped over it. They were ready to scare the shit out of us, and it was so funny too because we low key loved it, but at the same time, like,
you hate it. It's a haunted house. It's a vibe.
It was funny because my my cousin's girlfriend at the time would she knew how to we had a dining room light that would you could push it in and it would stop. It would not turn on or off. You push it in. It was one of those
okay
knob looking things that you could circle, dim and stuff, and then you push it in and it goes off for real.
Yeah.
And I never figured it out. I mean, I was a young kid. I was like, how is this not working? She's a witch. And she's over here you better find your cousin Zeke. You better go find him. And I always knew what room he was hiding in. And I just hated it because you knew you'd walk in this scary room and you're over here ready to because he'd be bear crawling under the bed and would just come snatch you and you'd just be every time he'd be in some type of little corner in there and we were trying to navigate.
Chill. I don't enjoy being scared at all, actually.
I loved it as a kid. I don't enjoy it now, but
only just casually, but I don't even think to naturally do it. The only reason I started it was because he did it to me first. This little boy did it to me first, so I was like, okay, well now I'm gonna fucking really scare him.
No, I always think about scaring kids.
But I always do it the creepy way. I'm like, Avery. And he's like, where are you?
Please.
Please come out.
It's so easy to scare him too. I always forget that we were also kids at once and we just were scared of the entire world.
I'm so scared.
Oh, dude, I'm so afraid of the dark. That is actually never. I'm more afraid of the dark now than I was as a kid.
Me too.
In some ways,
a lot of ways.
Yeah. I think your just frontal lobe develops and you're a lot of crazy shit can happen at night too. It's not, there's an actual reason while we're.
I can't see. I'm not aware of my surroundings.
There's a reason why kids don't like it. It's the same as adults. You still can't see.
It's the same as me not letting anybody drive. You know? I like to be aware and cautious and in control.
Yeah. It's so true. It's so true. But it has to be. I almost when it's nighttime and I have to which I'm always out at night, driving home from work or wherever not, I'm always just slightly suspicious. Always. I'm like, okay.
Is that person following me?
Yeah, straight up. Or I'm not spending the extra time in my car. Yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready at any moment.
I don't even walk out without having all my fingers on the right buttons and my
your keys are already out. I'm ready to just.
This is that shit on TikTok right now. It's it's funny, but it's not. Really, it's not that funny.
It's not funny. It's
not too funny.
It's so bad. Yeah, man. The dark is not chill. It's not chill.
I just love serial killer stories, so it's
I do still love a good. That's something.
Fuck me up forever.
Yeah, straight up. They're too intriguing. I used to. obsessed over scary movies when I was a kid. I can't hardly watch a scary movie anymore
They're 10 times worse. Oh.
I get nightmares.
You should read my favorite horror comic, speaking of.
What?
Outcast. It's over now, I think. So I haven't even read it all, but we can like read it at the same time. I've talked to you about it a lot.
That's why I've heard it. Okay.
And the action figures before I showed you the.
Yeah. Oh, duh. You
would like it, I think. You like to be scared, but
I
only
loved
like
it.
in your way. That's
no, it's
me.
I mean, that's all.
People.
Yeah, because there's some things I just don't fuck with.
Bugs.
The ocean.
Yeah,
Bugs in the
you
ocean.
and your little things under the water. I really enjoy looking at that stuff now that I know you're afraid of it. It intrigues me even worse, which I went to Texas Roadhouse again. Speaking of fears, my cousin guided me through, so I was okay.
Taxidermy in there still?
The moose above me.
Oh, you know. You went to
I know where it is. Yeah,
okay,
they're all actually the same. They
probably are the
have
same
like the
setup.
same
That's
layout.
all like all corporate.
And most people that love putting big heads on the wall love to put it right above the entrance, so you don't see it when you come in, but you see it when you go out.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Oh my
But they got the American flag in the background too. Probably posted up, framed.
The back of it, yeah.
No, yeah, that traumatic shit.
I hate that shit.
I can like cringe
even
for
still
you because I hate thinking of
I'm
my
like just
cringy.
afraid of that those fucking claws are there because out of the corner of my eye I'm like,
what is that? What is that? Yo,
that room is really dark and we're just talking about spooky things.
That's like dark holes for me.
Shit is just creaking because Michael's playing VR.
I have this weird thing with, and I've also truly figured it out whenever I was house searching, is like decaying things and like in particular, like not only just like dark holes or scary hidden corners of your basement,
like a Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I don't like any of that. I don't like if I see mold on the wall. It really gives me heebie-jeebies. Like I can't, or like things in crevices, or like I can tell. You know what I mean? Like when things get old, they just rot sometimes. I don't even like looking at like dead metal.
Like
sometimes.
What about like a bike that's resting?
It depends on where it's at. I still am kind of
just, like in a cluttered space,
almost.
Maybe is uncomfy. Yeah, clutter is uncomfy. Surprisingly,
uncomfy. Anything that's not very.
I'm sorry. It's time to take out the trash.
I'm sorry.
You know how many moments this has ruined in my life because I need to know. I need this alarm though. I would never fucking know to take out the trash. But fuck, what was just not on my.
We were talking about just our fears and traumas.
You
and,
said
decaying stuff. I don't.
Oh, clutter and how antique and vintage shops are terrifying because of the clutter. You don't know, like you go in and there's so much to look at. Like, what if something in there is really scary looking? And you won't know until like you see it and it's right in front of your face.
No, it's super overwhelming.
I saw a fucking tiger. I was like, oh, it's creepy little crocodile face. You know, cool with that. I'm from Florida. I've been around those my whole life. And then I like look up and it's a fucking tiger on the top of a bookshelf. Like,
it's just so fitting because you're like wearing
looking
tigers
down
right
at me.
Now.
Well, these are nice, soft tigers.
For a second, you said I'm wearing tigers. I saw the fear in your eyes.
It's stupid because I like definitely eat steak sometimes. I don't eat it all the time because I really fucking love cows. But like, I'm also mostly afraid of taxidermy like so bad, and I don't like. It's funny because like I still eat meat.
Funny. Like you said that you're like triggered because we've been talking about it. Like your Zelda dress over here has this big creepy spider on it. I was like, whoa, what is that out of the corner of my eye? I was like,
we gotta move on.
Yeah,
we're little scaredy girls.
Yeah, truly, we're gonna have nightmares now that we've been talking about it. The thing is that they don't tell you when you're a kid is like, as an adult, you don't grow out of those fears. You don't grow out of like, you just learn to cope with them. And
you got a whole new set of fears as an adult too.
Not only that, but you have, I mean, at an age, you're to a point where you don't depend on your parents or any, like, it's just like on you. Like, you know, it's just on you.
That is a whole lot of what I learned this week.
It's on you.
I was hosting my brother, my cousin, my other cousin. I was hosting everybody.
In your new house.
I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I fed them.
Mm-hmm.
I weeded them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty straightforward, actually. Slick. I did it all. And I kept everybody organized. I drove everybody around. I did it all.
It's crazy how exhausting it can be.
you know, mostly I just feel like a badass, but.
No, you do. You have that sense of responsibility. You just assume it.
Yeah. I was supposed to be the baby. Have that end up.
You give oldest children vibes for sure. I'm eldest, so I would.
You would know.
I would know.
I came up
firsthand.
on eldest later. I was the baby, then I was the middle and slash the old, depending where I lived at the time.
Look at you now.
Yeah, now I'm
out on top.
I'm it all.
Doing it all. Doing it out here. Yeah, no, family's exhausting. It's wild. And that's what I saw that before we started, but I thought you were just trying to be quirky.
Nope.
Yeah, I really walked into that situation whenever I came over, because she was like, you need to come hang out with me at least like once, and I was like, yeah, for sure. Because this was right after I got back from Arizona.
I took her straight to the kitchen.
Straight. It made me take straight Jameson.
I was like, let's do a couple shots really quick.
Well, it was funny because, like, walking into it, it's not like I knew
I didn't even get
all those people all too well. So I was like, oh, wow, you know, I can adapt. But instantly I could tell that you were waiting for release, too. So I was like, Ty,
I grabbed a whole pickle jar.
You did. We took picklebacks and everything. We brought back the classy Manhattan drink of the year.
Classy Manhattan. That's the redneck Manhattan.
I'm going to order that. Can I get a Jameson on the rocks splash of pickle juice? They're going to be like, bitch.
I wonder if they could. What if I just say, like, throw a pickle in it?
Just
throw
say
a couple pickles in
a
it.
Manhattan, but make it dirty. No, because they think you're flirting with it.
Well, I mean, dirty martinis are only good because
the olive juice.
The olive juice.
And the olives. They get soaked with
I think I'm going to start drinking only gin and tequila for a little bit and see what that's like in life. Why not?
Join me in the gin trip.
I had a gin drink. I've been putting egg white. I've been getting the egg white drinks lately.
It's foamy.
It's hella fun. It's like, and they're sparkly pink usually and fun colors and stuff, but they're like lit.
They are lit. Yeah, no, that's the thing. They're like mostly alcohol. They just disguised it with all the aromatics.
Tequila cocktails are fucking delicious.
Yeah, they're good.
I've always loved tequila, but you know,
tequila's the one thing too that I don't get super crazy hangovers on. I hardly, and it makes you
fun
feel
to sleep. Yeah,
peppy.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm having tequila, I could just be in the worst mood, and then I'm just ready to run 8 miles as soon as I have tequila. But that's the same with a lot of people. I wonder what it is. I wonder what the process is that makes people feel.
It's because it's from the South. Mexico. Where is tequila actually from? In my head, it's just.
I think it's
Mexico.
South America for sure. I mean,
here's some. Well, Mexico's not South America, but.
Yeah. Oh. I almost said
I was gonna say we're both hitting the real ignorance right now, the Midwest ignorance, because none of us know where. I mean, neither of us know where tequila's actually from.
Is it not South America?
I mean, it could be.
I think it is South America.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know.
No, it's not. I don't know. Can
I'm
somebody
not even arguing
phone us
with you.
in right now and like tell me, am I being a stupid bitch? I already know the answer. It's North America, right?
Mexico's in North America.
It is, right, okay. But not South America. Because they touch, right? They touch by a little.
By like the canal or something.
The Panama Canal?
Yeah.
God damn it, we're stupid. I need to take a geography class again and shit.
It's fun to do these things. We should do one. We already did a little bit whenever we took that like online test to see like if we knew where anything countries were.
Yeah.
Let's just get a globe. I really want a globe.
I don't know my North and South America, but I do know my capitals of.
Yeah, she knows her capitals of the U.S. So if anything goes wrong, Sarah's
at
your
least
girl.
I have that knowledge. At least I have.
If they ever get you on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and they're like, "What is the capital of?"
Phone me in.
Fucking.
Phone me in. I will be buzzing through the whole time.
It's North Dakota. What's the capital of North Dakota?
North Dakota is Des Moines.
I don't know. And
Des Moines. That's how it's spelled.
I don't know if you're right. He'll know.
Did you say North Dakota?
Yes.
Des Moines.
We'll see.
Des Moines or Denmark? It's one of the D's. It's one of the D's. Give me one more. Just come on. Humor me.
Yeah.
She can't even name a state.
No, I'm trying to name an obscure one, and I'm trying to like dig deep.
Give me up in the north area. where all the tiny states are.
No, for some reason I feel like those are good, easy for you because you like really practice those ones or something. I want to get you like with a weird one, like, but not something too close. Because I want to say Indiana, because I literally couldn't locate where India. Well, that just seemed a little straightforward, and I don't like that.
Okay.
What about? What's the one next to Connecticut? The one that shares a little like
New Jersey?
No, the one that shares like the if it was
Vermont?
a square. Yeah, what's Vermont's?
Vermont's. Damn. Vermont's is.
See, I mean, I don't even know these, so it's just like you're not dumb.
No, I do know them.
What's the fucking capital of Missouri? It's like Jefferson City, right?
Good job. Okay. I'm glad you know that one.
Okay. Okay, well, I moved around. It's okay.
What's Montana?
Sure. How is it gonna say anything? Charlotte is Wyoming's maybe. Because it's the only thing in Wyoming.
No, Wyoming is Cheyenne.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Yeah.
I drove through it once, but I don't remember its name. Did you ever even drive through Cheyenne?
No. I've never really been up north, to be honest.
I was
I've actually never been out of the country. I've actually never had a passport.
I went to like Cozumel on a cruise, so I don't know if it counts.
I'll forever never get on a cruise again. Yeah, I bet.
Why not?
Pandemic weirds me out. And also cruise ships. Yeah. Well, even before that, the germs on it, the whole thing's.
You're outside half the time.
Not on the ship though. The ship is not a clean
No, when
place.
I'm on the ship, I'm just outside on a deck.
They're still not very clean. They also like.
This is me the whole time. I was 18 and I was.
Yeah, no, 18's a great time. No, cruises were definitely the hype. They're all inclusive. Your friends can afford it. You know. Those were always the spring break trips.
It was hella cheap. Is it not cheap anymore? I
mean, they are.
If it is.
They're still cheap, and there's a reason why they're so cheap. Is because they're flight risks. At sea. Like there's like whole cruise ships that get caught on fire all the time. Like
what? What?
They get really bad raps, and like when you start really bad raps, like raps.
I think it's reps.
Reps.
Like reputations.
Reputations. That's what I meant to say. It's a southern accent. Leave me alone.
No, I was just checking.
Raps. Raps.
I'm pretty sure you were saying raps.
I was saying raps.
Oh, maybe it is rapport.
No, it is reputation. They kind of mean the same. You're confusing me now.
No, I need to know.
I think it's reps for reputation. They get a bad
you just agree with me so fast.
But it's a bad rap.
I'm pretty sure it's a bad rep. I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure it's a bad rap.
Maybe I've just always heard rap.
I want to believe you sometimes, Sarah, but I got in my head. She's like, she's real calm. She's real calm.
Yeah, no, that's probably how my mom just says it. It probably is reps, but she says raps.
I said whelp for like 10 years.
So long. It's still whelp to me. Don't ever.
Whelp.
Don't ever.
You gave me a whelp. I got a whelp on my leg from a bug.
Why did nobody articulate the T? Why did nobody tell me that for so many years? I learned it like in older high school.
I'm surprised you didn't learn it on the pod when I told it to you.
I barely learned that it wasn't chunk across the yard. It's chunk across the yard. Jesus. So it probably is rep. I don't know. Somebody.
I mean,
we should
also kind of say dumb things a lot of the times, but I don't know. I feel like I lived on the West Coast enough, and they kind of really all sound like newscasters. So
whoever knows, it all means the same. It's like my mom used to say, "I'll slap the fire out of you." I'll slap the fire out of you. Fire out of you is where this term originated from.
What is she even trying to say?
You've never heard that? I'll slap the fire out of you. My mom used to say, and I was thinking the
never
fart.
Like that.
It always made sense.
I'll slap the fire out of you. You better come closer.
That's what I'm saying. It almost made sense to me. And then finally, I don't know what came over me one day. I was like, I gotta look this up. Where does far come from? And my mom didn't even know. She was like, I don't know. Far. I'll slap the fire out of you. She didn't even know it came from fire. I'll slap the fire out of you, which was a term.
It's just because none of us know how to pronounce our I's.
Nobody knows.
We just say fire.
A fire. And
I
then
swear it comes out as soon as my family was in town. All of my everybody I know out here was just like looking at them, looking at me, just like I fucking see it, because there would be some weird twang in someone's voice, and then everyone would just look at me.
It's Richmond. Vermont is Richmond.
Richmond, Vermont.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
I really want somebody to comment on what her score there.
Yeah, seriously. I do need to like look that up. They do get a little weird up there. Why are you giving me all the ones I actually don't know? They're a little wonky, you know. I know them. They just.
There's a bug in here.
Oh my!
How?
Oh my god!
I'm on the second floor. Look at that thing go.
Yo, just let it chill in a light. It's crazy. It's really. Oh my god! I hear it buzzing. I hear it buzzing.
Okay, I'll catch it.
Oh no!
It's really zooming so fast.
It's a moth, bro. It's a moth. I can't.
Buddy. Come on. Oh lordy, I can't even see it. The lights are.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I feel like it hit me, but I think that was just my hand. Now I'm just tripping. I'm tripping. Oh no!
I can't keep my eyes open too much. Well,
I think it chilled.
Yeah, the problem is though that the fucking door is shut and it's the winter.
Bugs find a way. They don't just die off. They go hibernate underground or they live in your house.
I'm on the second floor and there's no windows and it's the winter.
A vent? I don't know. Whew.
I've got the vents covered with.
Is it on me?
Oh my god, Sarah, it's a moth. I got the vents covered with.
They bite. I've had.
Now you actually got me freaked out. I got the vents covered with pillows.
Maybe it came from your pillow that they eat fabric. I don't know.
It's a brand new pillow. I just got a new couch.
Maybe it's just been.
Came with 6 pillows. Like, what the fuck do I need 6 pillows?
That was
for?
That was the first real moment. Not real moment, but I mean just...
Everything before this was a lie. We've never been genuine at all.
Not even
that was the first time.
I'm actually not from the Midwest. We just made it up.
The only thing we ever said was true was Sarah's afraid of bugs.
That's just weird that we were talking about bugs and like that thing just really had to come out of nowhere. Like we really actually manifested our fear into something.
Don't talk about it.
I know. I just...
Don't bring it back up
I'm just
again.
surprised that we haven't had a more fail moment on camera until just now.
Because we don't do anything. We just talk a lot. I said pussy on...
The fact that you made me realize, and so many people, when I showed them that video, like my friends, that pussy and pussy are the same word.
Well, because pussy's not really a word.
Yeah,
You're just saying like... Well, because usually, I don't know.
That is an actual word.
I don't know.
No, that's an actual word. I don't care who commented on it and said it wasn't a word. It's a word. In the Webster's dictionary. Laying it on your vintage sewing machine. That's tight.
My beer holder now, I guess. My old...
That reminds me so much of my grandma.
I know. It reminds me of my grandma, too. Man, speaking of, you know, how family's a lot. You went on a bachelorette party. I could never. Well, I could, but they could never with me. It
was actually a decent time. I'm tripping about that moth. I'm like, I'm just gonna swipe right here and it's just gonna be on me. But no, it was a fun time. You're
such a girl's girl too, so it's like
actually everybody got along pretty well. Like nobody fought. Like I say that pretty well, but like literally nobody fought. We also had one gay man with us, and I'm just not gonna.
Is it really not okay? I don't think it's gonna come to you.
You just you said it, and now
let me grab like a shoe and I'll swat it at the sky.
Okay, maybe so. Maybe that's the whoa.
Why you gotta be extra on me like that? That was extra. It went right to my hair. Is it still in my hair?
No, it flew out that way.
It
flew out that way.
Bro, it really slapped me. It said, "You're gonna hit me with what?"
We're getting like
attacked. We're
getting abused by a moth right now. It's like absolutely.
That was not chill. It heard me what it said.
I told you, moths are vengeful. You took it out of its comfort zone, man. You really pissed it off, and then it heard you say you were gonna slap it. Oh. Hopefully it went to a dark corner.
Cherry blossom and lime quirks are my favorite quirks.
They're so good.
I was trying to say blueberry and pear yuzu, but this one tastes like a Sonic drink.
Mm-hmm. No, it totally does. But yeah, so I went on this trip. Yeah, we're just ready now. No, it was chill. We went to Arizona. It was so perfect weather. Literally hardly any clouds in the sky, especially when the sun's out. In
the middle of February.
The sun just feels like it just sits closer than it does in in our Midwest little cities, you know, because like even when we get sun out here or like nicer weather, it's like as soon as it even gets a little bit sunsetty, it's instantly frozen again.
No.
No, and in
the summer, it's not so bad out here. The summer gets like damp though. It's kind of wet out here.
Yes.
But like imagine like California, as soon as it gets sunset, it's fucking freezing out there. Yeah,
but think about it. We're in February and we're experiencing like 5 to 8 inches of snow whenever I left, which was crazy. My flight did not get delayed, or we just kept cruising through. Although when we landed in Denver, it was -8. I wanted to die. But in February and you're having 75-degree weather and you're only getting down to 45 at night, like that's tight. Nice.
Oh, that is kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting Arizona to get cold at night though.
I guess it's
chilly. Close enough to the same.
But it's like winter.
Equator line.
Like if that's their winter, I'm like,
yeah, that's pretty nice. At least you can have a good fun in the sun in the day.
Yeah,
that's what it should be all
I actually
the time.
like worked up a sweat. We like went on a hike. It was cute. Which
it's like
if
hot
you
nice.
Anybody from a flat country like we are, right? Okay, we can say that we have hills here, a little bit of elevation. We don't. We actually don't know what that's like. And you're.
No. There's definitely not a lot of hills out here.
No. And so like when you go on actual hikes in Arizona, they're mountain hikes. The moderate is like.
Man, I remember, my first Seattle hike was the same thing. I was like, holy shit.
And the air's so thin up there. So, like, you're already just gasping for air. You're getting nauseous, not having the air. And you're having to hike. Like, I literally went with not the very first time, but, like, one of the times to Arizona a couple of years ago with my old roommate. And she's literally from there.
Just driven over through. Why do you go to Arizona?
Well, I don't know. It was a weird thing. I, like, right when I moved up to Kansas City, I had this, like, whole trip plan. It was, like, I was doing, like, half in Arizona, actually, with the girl who's getting married, Alicia. I went to Arizona, and then we went to Vegas. We did this, like, whole little thing. Like, it was, like, a month into living here. So that was my first time to Arizona. And then I went and visited because my roommate was from Arizona. Yeah, and we only spent a couple of days that last time before this one. Anyways, long story short, she was all like, let's just do a hike one day. And like, she kept taking me up these trails. And like, I went up this mountain called A Mountain. Like not a mountain. A mountain is what it's called, I swear. And that was a trek. I was like, oh my gosh. We did it after like frozen margaritas. So that like was also bad.
I'm not like a huge fan. I like getting drunk and accidentally working out. I don't like getting drunk and then working out.
That's what I'm saying. When I say hike, I mean I want to walk on a paved trail that has a little bit of some.
No.
I'll go for the miles all day. You start putting in elevation and I die. If anybody knows,
I don't know.
The hustle of it's not bad. I was jogging on the way back from these little tiny hikes. I didn't go up too many mountains. It was really just kind of a little bit of some like treks. You know, we didn't really get too high up in these like long trails because they just go forever, man. And it's funny because
I think I'm just holding a shoe. I don't know if the moth is coming back.
You know it's gonna come back as soon as you lay down your weapon. It's coming back for us. It's vengeful now. It's listening to us. But
pissed.
If anybody knows where or a little bit about Arizona, Camelback Mountain is what she took me on. If you look it up, it's considered a hard trail. And I'm saying it literally felt like I was climbing Mount Everest.
That's what I'm gonna name the fucking backpack water bottles after.
It's crazy. It like people and like locals, right, that are used to elevation and stuff are carrying like full ass watermelons up this huge mountain. Packs
that would be
dogs,
nice.
Like,
the
dogs.
The dogs
will make it up there, and I'm like stopping every 5 minutes. There was a literal point where I was gripping a rail, and I was having
There's a
rail, and it's basically like just a
staircase,
a straight rock wall, and you're just using this this metal pole in the middle that's hot from the freaking sun.
We need to go to Seattle together so bad.
Yeah, I forget you're from Seattle. You did all those hikes. You probably do like it, you freaking weirdo.
I was weird about it too, yes. There was one right next to my house.
I was if I was more adapted, but
yeah,
elevation kills
your first
me.
one, no way.
I can hardly get on a plane without just like eating Dramamine like it's just like candy.
Bro.
I
hate Dramamine, but I love Dramamine.
Makes you so drowsy.
Dramamine. Yeah, I'm just
makes my flights always
life
drowsy.
Is the worst, but it's like but I'm not throwing up, I guess.
That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid because I like body checked a flight attendant my very first time ever flying. Because my mom was like terrified of flying my whole life. So like,
what? You body checked a flight attendant?
Because you know when you're supposed to stay in your seats and you have to lock down and you have to have your little tray up. You have to put in airplane mode. Nobody gets up in this time. You like go over the directions. They go over the whole thing, right? I'd never been on a plane at that point. I was like a senior in high school. That's how long it had taken me to get on a plane because my mom's deathly afraid. Just deathly afraid. She has to like take Xanax to get on a plane.
Damn. I was riding since I was like 5 weeks old.
And I was so sick. I was like I was flying to California and I remember I was just like, as soon as we took off, I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever had to do. And this like lady kept trying to tell me to get, which I didn't know they had barf bags.
Oh my god, wait, no, it's not a moth. It's a fucking beetle. I love these things.
Okay, are you kidding? That's even worse. Literally, please have a good hold on that.
Do you guys want to see it?
Nope. No, I'm good.
There it is. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take it outside.
Outside in the regular house? My gosh, my heart rate is just... I know that's an irrational fear, but like a beetle? Okay. I'm gonna wait till she comes back because we're gonna talk about this because she's probably gonna love these types of bugs that just thrive out here and I hate them.
Okay. Wait, I gotta wash my hands.
I have to go wash my hands. I was talking about bugs just now and realized the most you said beetles. And I know you're gonna love this one. I already know you're gonna say, which is about to disgust me to my core. But you probably like June bugs, don't you?
I don't fuck with June bugs.
Okay, that's the sticky ones. They stick to everything.
I have long hair. I don't fuck with June bugs. I've had long hair my whole life, and they are
the worst
with hair.
And
that's why I was so mad about that one because it really felt like it was like, it was one of those ones that look like little brown leaves. They're like tiny. They're like
stink bug looking things. I don't like. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Those are the worst kind. All of those beetles.
It was just nicely sitting over there, and I took it outside.
I'm like rubbing my arm right now.
My cousin would be so, or not my cousin, my niece, my whatever Avery is would be so proud of me.
Your nephew.
My nephew.
Whew. Yeah. Okay. Well, as long as you don't like June bugs, is June bugs just in our area? Do other people? Did you have June bugs in Seattle? You guys don't have bugs. No. You guys don't even have bugs. Never mind.
Seattle has slugs. And we did have
I've seen like a couple of slugs one time. In my life only. An ant problem?
It was like anytime any food was left out, like the ants
are
would find it. Yeah,
ants are a bitch. We have ants.
That's typical. You don't have fire ants in Seattle. Literally, the only thing you'd have is like slugs, and it wasn't in your house. That's only in the woods where it's wet.
That's disgusting.
It's too wet for any bugs to live. Really, like maybe some butterflies, like anything that goes with like plants that live in the evergreens.
I don't. You know what's another frightening ass bug? Locusts.
No, it's like the same thing to me. Locusts.
Scary.
What's the other one? Cicadas.
Whew.
June bugs.
They literally leave their bodies and then leave their bodies behind.
And they're gross.
They're disgusting.
Did I ever tell you about what Ida did to me that one time? My niece with the fucking shells of a cicada. I was talking a lot of shit. That's what I do. I'm an aunt. I went over there and I was like, did you know that this box used to be mine? Because it says my fucking name on the front of it. It was like my kindergarten crayon box. Like, I've noticed a lot of things I've had in the past. I've like ended up
ones?
You know those like, yeah, the little like the shells. They're like bins. Like mine was pink on the top, purple on the bottom.
The Space Makers.
Yeah.
You made the bookmarks out of it with the glue back in the day?
I don't remember. What are you doing to me?
It had the brand on the top of it. It was sunken in.
Something,
and so you would color it with marker.
Yeah.
You put your Elmer's glue on top, let it glue, and then you peel it back, and it'd be these cool little.
You're right. You're hitting these things that I didn't remember. But the bumps on the sides.
Yeah, no, that's the Space Maker. You have the original one. Woo!
Wait,
what a
that
90s
is the original
thing.
one?
Space Makers were the original.
Well, now my little niece is still rocking mine. It says it's in permanent marker. Just says my name across the front.
You always had the permanent marker on him, bro.
Yeah, because I don't want to steal it.
No,
but so I was like, this is mine, because I was like, it's got my name on it, and she's like learning to read, so I was really making an effort to read everything, and she's like, okay, open it. And you know her, so I'm like, kind of a little scared.
Creepy little girl.
Yeah, and
creepy little girl.
This was the start of her being super creepy because I was pretty unsuspecting, and I open it up and it's full of fucking cicada shells. And I was like, terrified, obviously. Because
You're making my. I'm like over here being a weirdo, scratching my arm, thinking about it. That was just this last summer, bro.
She's hella evil. She's been going around saying like, "I'm gonna kill you," just to random, like.
Oh,
everybody.
Kids are crazy. I was saying some crazy shit when I was a kid.
She pulled out. She loves to like look through my bag, you know. So she was like pulling out. She pulled out $8. Is how much money is that? She's counting it. She says $8. I said, "What will you do for $8?" She said, "Kill someone." Like deadpan, 2 seconds. Like not even. It was.
Kids say
I was
some
like
wild shit. They really do.
She really comes up and she's like. Instead of like, I'm going to get you, it's like, I'm going to kill you. Like, I'm a chicken.
I'm a chicken. Her like weird obsession with hot dogs is so funny. So funny. How weird. Why. I forget that you get so fixated when you're a kid. I mean, you know, we still have like things that we love as adults, but they at least make a little bit of sense.
Speaking of fucking being a cool ass person as a kid, how fucking lame adults are. Like lately, I've just been seeing nobody can fucking chill. Nobody knows how to chill. No older adult knows how to fucking chill.
And here's the
like, just chill out, bro.
I think we're also experiencing it in such a crazy way because we're pandemic little survivors, right? We've just been through this. This is the first time our parents are saying something like this, right? It's the first time they're getting attached to internet. In crazy forums, in conspiracy theories, and believing everything that's out there.
And they're just stressed about it.
Stressed. And they have to stress it on
but also,
you.
But in the negative side of it all.
Very
like,
negative.
I'm like, dude, just like
very
chill
negative.
out for like we're way more safe than you are most of the time anyway.
Well, and the thing is like
they don't even
at
care
the end of
half
the
the
day,
time.
It's not like I can go quit my job and doomsday prep for the rest of my life. I have to continually.
I mean, I'm pretty fucking careful, but mostly how uncareful because of just, I don't know. Like, you would think, like, they don't know. Like, most of what I'm talking about is just how, as a, like, in their normal day to day, they just can't fucking stop worrying all day.
Worrying.
But not even about the pandemic, because that's like the least of their worries, funny enough. Somehow, like all the older people I'm around just do not fucking care,
and they're not
about the COVID, but then care about like, oh my god, we just gotta eat your fucking food. Let's go. Like we gotta like, is everybody having a good time? Like,
I don't know. I feel like this whole thing has made people extremely weird. I feel like there's.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe like there's just been like people that can't.
Well, and the thing is like
can't handle the social differences, which I mean, get it.
Boomers didn't believe in therapy either, right? So
the other thing I wanted to talk about, bro, was just how they don't believe in therapy, and I think it's. I mean, not to pull it back to the Midwestern vibe again, is because the Bible Belt theories of, or feelings of like. Let's just go to the church there. Yeah, I was like,
you need church therapy.
God, I go to church every Sunday. That's my therapy.
And
I get it. That's an uplifting environment.
I just feel like, why does it have to be? Sorry, but like, why does everybody have to have that stereotype? It's like, you either like love Jesus and don't think about therapy, or
talk to a professional. Yeah. Everyone can grow from that.
It's crazy. It's
Everyone
really wild.
Can grow from
Everybody
that.
just kind of, everybody's just okay with their own trauma, and then they project it. The older generations project it, but they don't realize that they're doing it either. So that's why I say,
they're totally
like,
fine. And I'm like, bro, you're telling the same story to everybody. Like,
it's the basis of your conversation. I can't even tell you what's going on in my personal life or that you even care about because you're doomsday prepping.
I'm saying I feel like I'm missing a real relationship with so many people that are like
100%. Or relationships have suffered.
Just because they've not been able to admit that life is crazy and they've had a big crazy run of it, and they should just talk about it sometimes.
Yeah.
Bottling shit up sucks. Fucking
just
talk about it, but not to everybody. Like a professional, because like we can't be like being someone's therapist. Everyone's therapist is the worst shit, and you're the oldest.
It's
you
hard.
know the
It's
vibe.
hard. The men. The men of the groups. That was truly the theme around this week. Men. No, but truly, it's
not trauma dump on y'all.
It's not fair to somebody, to trauma dump, and it's not fair to be the one that's the one that can just be around it all. That's not fair to them. That's not fair to you to host and to see and all this stuff. But you know, it's just how it is. It's just how it is.
We're not slick.
No, not at all. But you know, just. Anyways, it's crazy. There is no chill. Wild, there's literally no chill.
But it's nice to see so many of, like, honestly, I hate to say this because I'm like a big, like, the internet is, you know, such a crazy place and stupid. But, like, it's cool to, like, be on TikTok and be like, I respect the younger generations younger than me. Like, I respect the people my age and younger because of the, like, they got the right minds going on. I'm like, I feel like there's hope for us in there somewhere. Like, I made a lot of jokes at the beginning of COVID, and this is really fucked up. Especially, like, how deep we are. And I made a lot of jokes, but it was mostly because I was like, what if it did only just hit all the old people and they all died off? I was like, oh, no.
The only ones that didn't care about it?
Yeah, well, just in general. Yeah, I mean, true. That would be crazy. I mean, it would fucking suck because that'd be a lot of loss for everybody. But at the same time, I'd be like, oh.
No, I think the worst part about it is the older generations just really look down upon us, and that's the worst, man.
So exhausting.
Like, we're out here doing the things they
just don't notice.
Houses. Right. They think the morals are so messed up, and like, you know, when somebody's so against something that they just project exactly what they're trying to be against, and you're just like.
That's always what happens. That's like every fucking movie.
Straight
They're
up.
like, I never want to be this, and then they become
end up
exactly that.
I don't want to be.
It's like a flash forward, and then here's the movie, and they're exactly what they said they weren't going to be because of something.
Not to get help from their trauma.
Always ask for help.
Ask for your help.
Talk to your friends.
Really?
There are people that love you.
And not only that, they also care about your health. You should care about your health a little bit more.
Everybody. We've been watching a lot of Queer Eye also, so.
Teary-eyed. I've been watching all the Kansas City episodes.
Tell me you don't love Anthony.
He's pretty great.
I love him.
But you know who has my heart?
Oh, who?
You already know.
Tan? Tan?
No. The life advice guy.
Karamo. Whatever. That's so you.
Why?
He's like I don't know. He gives me a vibe. I don't know. Maybe it's because I saw him on Selling Sunset. Yes.
It's because he's from
LA.
LA.
He gives me like a
LA vibes,
He was too good for all the farm stuff. He was too good for all the farm stuff.
He was pissed that they were petting animals.
He was so mad about that. And I was like,
I didn't
Karamo would be pissed that I just picked up that bug. I washed my hands. Karamo.
Well, I still think it was hilarious. It was hilarious commentary in the background. I mean, I would have 100% grabbed those. It was worth and been cute with those goats and those little moo-moos, those cows.
Honestly, goats are fucking weird looking, but I still will kiss them on their foreheads.
Dude,
their lumpy, weirdo foreheads.
They're also weird because they just faint.
And that's so cute.
I had a family friend that had fainting goats. I'm not gonna lie. We'd pull up and they'd get so frantic with seeing you that they'd...
man.
They wouldn't wake up. They'd just be stiff. They'd just
so fucking cute.
Out.
I just remember that I saved a fucking goat from its neck being all cut up in barbed wire. And I was like a kid out on an adventure. And I was like,
so
help! Help! There's a goat! You know, I was in deep South Florida, I think, at that point. I don't know where I was, actually. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Fuck. But
I saved a little birdie one time from a sticky trap that we had in our garage, and I remember it got its foot caught.
How do you even get it out of that?
I was so scared. It felt like touching something more breakable than a toothpick, but I got it.
No way.
I got it. I really was so gentle.
Those
and it
sticky
let me.
traps are
terrible. It really got, but I saved that thing's life. It let me too. It let me just help it because he was like flying around and being
really just like
no, I knew I was.
Support.
But it was crazy. I just remember
little Snow White's over here. Oh, you
I won't touch a bug.
Snow White. What do you do? Did we tell you that Sarah said she's gonna go back to her natural hair color? Are you still gonna do that?
No, we did. We talked about it last time a little bit. But yeah, I still want to. I still absolutely want to. I'm over the.
I should probably have my hair cut by a professional.
And I want something new.
After like 4 years of cutting my own.
Yeah,
hair.
I want to see. I want to see what's under all this dark.
Yeah, maybe you got gray hairs like me.
I know I do, because I've definitely seen them when I've let my roots like really grow out. I definitely see them in
Wow, that would be crazy.
Not very many. Not very many.
That's a. I think haired girls, they get grays faster.
Grays. They get them gray hairs.
And the bosses.
They do, because they get those real thick, coarse gray hairs.
Coarse.
I see them
they
right
are
now in your head.
relentless. No, I'm saying I'm popping. I am popping. They are unmistakable. My cousin noticed. It's always funny because my friends don't notice until like the second day or something, or like later on after hanging out with me for a minute, and they're like, "Oh," like, and then they're kind of like, and I'm like, "Did you notice my grays?" And they're like, "Yeah, I don't know. I kind of can I look at it?" And then they look at it and they're like, "They're actually kind of cool." And I'm like, "It's like my tinsel." But my cousin was like, "I really thought you were on your fucking TikTok tinsel and your hair shit just then," and I was like, "Nah, bro."
Yo, the tinsel's been so
great. I know.
That just. You know, it's crazy. You really just live through
your... we heard everybody say this, but I didn't see it until you see it.
Right, exactly. You don't know it until you've, like, lived through it. These styles really coming back that we were just heavy into.
We always
90s,
talk about this
2000s.
because it's every single fucking time we found anything. We're like, oh, yeah, they really...
We're a generation now. There's a generation below us. We're finally getting to that point. We've, like,
but it's nice because I really didn't evolve much from my elementary hairstyles and clothing. Like, I was pretty much crop tops.
No, there's still some things
since I was a child.
There's been things that I've just been a staple in my life. They just have constantly stuck. Lip gloss never went out of style for me.
She kind of you really hit me with a good night of lip gloss that one time. June.
Lip gloss is a beautiful thing.
It was pretty nice.
And it stays hydrating way longer.
I don't ever buy any of this stuff for me. I'm just like, hey, Sarah, remember that time you got me that good shit? Can I like try that again?
I like literally tried to put a stain on you just earlier.
She was going.
She was like, "Are you
crazy?"
No, I wasn't. She's just like literally never put on a lipstick, or you've never like lined your lips.
I was like, "Is that my lips?"
She's like, "You're drawing on my skin." I was like, "It's your lip." First off, you just wouldn't know because you don't do these girly things like.
She had to like show me the bottom. I was like, "Bro, that isn't." And she was like, "Look at how it's like red and red." I was like, "Damn."
Yeah,
but it like fades, clearly, you know. It's like you know.
Yeah, she was worried about it, and now it's good. Is
it still there? I just can't believe I've been like this whole time.
It's still there. It's like that's the cool thing. Is it keeps your lips tinted. It's a beautiful thing. They're called Tattoo Baby. They're cute. I got them off Amazon for like.
She kept trying to talk to me, and I just watched all of season 1 of Euphoria, and she's talking to me while doing my lipstick, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, this is so fucking like Jules. Right now, you know, and I'm sitting there letting her do it, but she's talking to me about like I'm doing your lips. Look at your little what do you call this thing?
Your Cupid's bow.
She's like, it's such a chapstick Cupid's bow and all this stuff, and I was like, bro, stop talking to me. Like, stop talking to me. I said that like 4 times. I was like, stop talking.
You were like, you couldn't. You just kept laughing, and you were like, stop
talking.
It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
I do a lot of girly things.
You do
I'm
girly things.
A really reasonable girl.
No, you are. You can pull off an eyeliner like just like that. It's crazy. You do really. But this is crazy. Have you never? I
smoke too much and I drink too much, and it's in the way. Sweetie,
I am a living
back in the
depiction.
day, it didn't exist. Okay.
That was a thing back in the day, like when makeup really started really becoming a huge thing.
In
right,
my
it was
life.
all about the eyes. It was never about the lips. So like you were lucky to wear a chapstick with your full face of makeup. That was like totally a thing. Which is so weird to me to think about now because like I feel like if I don't have something,
you're a big lip girl. Remember when we were playing that game and I was like, "What's my favorite thing about you?" You're like, "My lips." I was like, "Oh, just because I noticed them is not."
You in the past have complimented, and I didn't think you were gonna go so sappy. So I was like, it has to be like
the mood lighting on. What's really hitting it?
The what?
The mood lighting. Sorry, I keep going like this to.
I was like, is there a moth? Is there another moth?
No, it's these.
I was doing the same thing. I didn't want to be like belching.
She brought us these seltzers.
Always.
They're really fucking good.
It was crazy. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I went to Arizona and there was a point where like we had gotten back from the hike and there was one guy that went on the trip.
Right, you said.
He's awesome. Alston is awesome. His name is Alston. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I know
he's a cowboy. He ranches. He really. That's some Oklahoma shit.
Just like
he's
that.
Like
going on Queer Eye. Did we watch that?
Yeah. No, like he's just he's his person, but he grew up in Oklahoma.
I know so many gay Austins.
Ranchers, man.
Not a rancher though. That's
well, he just grew up on one. That's just like so very normal. But there were so many.
Not a ranch. That's bad, I guess. But whatever.
Whatever it is, you grew up on a farm or a ranch. They're all about the same. There's a lot of ranchers actually out and also Native Americans in Arizona, American tribes. Native American
I believe.
Tribes.
I mean, wasn't they everywhere?
Yeah, no, I just didn't realize. It was
how deep it got. I mean,
yeah,
Seattle, like Puyallup. There's there's.
Well, and then you go up north.
I didn't even think about it the other day whenever I was like Shawnee, and then I was like, oh, that's
Okmulgee.
Like a
Broken Arrow, homie. Think about any Oklahoma, it's all based.
Yeah. I was surprised about Seattle because like I went, Skiatook,
Sand Springs, Owasso.
Mm-hmm.
Jinx. These are all just who makes up these names? Seriously. So, anyways.
Well,
but yeah, where was I going?
Christopher Columbus on your.
I got this pendant in Arizona too. I shopped local businesses.
It looked really cute, and then I went out and I was like, "That looks like Christopher Columbus, you fucking fake Native American." You.
I was like, I would be supporting this Christopher Columbus. I just picked it out because it was a cute pendant. And
it doesn't actually look like Christopher Columbus. I was just
you could barely even make out the face.
Yeah,
no, I did. I shopped local. It was like kind of like a First Fridays almost. It was like on this little corner. There was like all these shops. It was beautiful. I'm sure they do that. It's like all year round, for them.
Nice. They call them some. In Texas,
they call it something else in Oklahoma.
They call them what is it? It sounds
like a
swap meet is what they call it in Florida or Texas.
I don't know that word.
A swap meet.
I actually don't know that word. A swap meet?
And it's just like a bunch of local vendors and stuff. And they have like a booth and you just...
I always knew them as flea markets was all the thing.
No, flea markets make sense. But I'd never heard swap meet until I saw them on the billboards in Texas.
I'm
and I was
not familiar with it.
Swap meet.
Yeah, I also got this tight-ass decanter. Do you know what a decanter is?
No.
Recently.
Isn't that a song by Band of Horses?
I don't know. I just know that it holds your liquor and alcohols. It's cute. It's gonna match my whole little
like a
wet
furniture?
Bar. It's like it holds like spirits. It's like
a furniture?
No, it's a
container.
A container, like a
bottle?
A vase almost, a bottle, like a glass bottle.
You pour.
A lot of them.
It doesn't store the bottle of liquor.
No, it
you
pours.
Pour the liquor
it's like
into it.
Yeah. You pour
like
the liquor into
base?
It does. It's real bulbous.
I see
But
it.
Decanters were a thing. Here we go with our history lesson. Back in the Prohibition times.
Maybe real or not. Who knows?
Who knows? You never know. This is just what I've heard. They were made out of like bald eagles and like their heads would detach because they would like hide their liquors. That's why decanters were things. That's why you transferred them from the...
What?
A decanter, they used to be like sculptures. Like it'd be like a sculpture of like a bald eagle, right?
Okay.
And the bald eagle's head.
Okay.
But it was really like liquor in there because nobody had just wine sitting around their house. That's why we talked about speakeasies were around. I mean, you hit it.
I see.
So it makes sense to me. I also think this is an accurate thing because most decanters that you see, especially like at antique stores, they're like animal-like and
weird.
This one's just
like
a beautiful
sculpture of some type.
It's like a moon water. Yeah, they're usually sculptures, but mine's just a very pretty vase-looking thing. Something that you would pour like frankincense out of or something. I don't know.
I bought someone a bong for Christmas. And it was like a pretty vase looking. It had like flowers on the side.
Cute. Love that.
And their mom was like, "Are you sure you can smoke out of that?" So like even though they knew it was a bong, they still didn't believe it was a bong.
Right. No, they're cute.
So cute.
Love that.
So cute.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
I think that was really it. I really went into the story about Arizona again because I really am so used to grabbing Boulevard's Quirks, their seltzers, and I'm just so used to these. I don't really drink any other seltzers, but...
Oh, they're all too sweet. These are like...
They're just not the same.
These are fruit and herb.
Yeah, I was getting alcohol for everybody. I was like doing a little bit of grocery shopping so that we could hang out. We had this like cute little pool. It was a heated pool. It was a very bougie little Airbnb. Still cheaper than a hotel room or anything like that. That's the tightest thing about Airbnbs. But
yeah, enjoy.
We had like a jacuzzi and everything. It was like a whole turf lawn. Because there's not a lot of grass out there. People all have like rock beds as their, because grass doesn't grow. You also get fined for
bad
just like
grass.
yeah, you
watering
get it.
And stuff.
Right. And yeah, I like totally went in this gas station. I'm like looking at all the seltzers. I'm like, where is Quirk? I was like,
Dummy.
where is Quirk? And I was
Dummy.
like,
I'm in Arizona.
I was like, I'm in Arizona, where bars still close at 2:00 on everywhere, which is crazy to me because we're just feels more liberated out here in such ways. The beer selection's better. In other ways,
we do have a lot of good selection.
Mm-hmm.
And some bars.
People like to party. Our bars.
No, I knew that. I knew that from the moment that there was a blizzard happening the first time I came back here as an adult, and I was like, man, there's nothing to do. You want to go and see if the bar's open? We could probably just bundle up and go over there. And then we went over there, and
everybody had the same idea.
Everybody was over there, and I was like, lit. And another time was back whenever I was hanging out like at a house party. And went over there, ended up getting snowed in for that night. But luckily, I was already planning on staying there anyway because I was visiting Kansas City from Texas.
Yeah.
So, like, planned to stay the night there, luckily. But everybody else got kind of snowed in, too. But, like, the party was just like, here's a whole pile of coats on this section of the couch. Here's a whole pile of shoes and snow boots on this section. And here's a basket full of everyone's gloves. Like, hope you find yours on the way out. It's crazy that everybody was like, yeah, let's fucking, do it, live it up together.
You know, I'm sure you probably had the same kind of nostalgic as like, I remember even at a young age, what is there to do and there's no snow, but it's always like freezing cold. It's like in the teens, in the dead of the winter.
Outside.
What else are you going to do? You're going to drink and you're going to get cozy.
Stay warm.
You're going to stay warm. And so even at a young age, we all did house parties and we stayed in and we drank with our friends, and that's just really what we all do out here in the winter. Okay, we have seasonal first Fridays and beautiful weather only half the time.
The summers are great,
so great,
but
humid, but great.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying to like go somewhere recently, like in a giant coat. I was like, this is obnoxious.
It's just obnoxious. Everything is obnoxious. You're never like, you're either really hot inside or you're just deathly cold outside. There's never enough layers outside and there's too many layers inside because everybody just blasts their heaters everywhere you go because it's just...
Yeah. I wish I would keep it moderately normal.
I'm not gonna lie. I did a dummy move in Arizona. Although I did like FaceTime my mans. No, even dumber than that. The very first night, which if you know me, you know this about me. If I get too intoxicated, inebriated of any sorts, I will absolutely ghost everybody. I will ghost you. I will be out like a light. This is my first time telling this story. You're going to be hella offended. I'm going to be hella offended saying this like by myself. I just really offended myself. So it was the first night that everybody got in and everybody's like very, kind of, how the first day is after flying. You're just kind of like, So we went hard. This is why the bride got super hungover that next day and could just like barely even hold it together.
Just got hair of the dog.
Whew! It was a really wild night, but we got really cute. It was like the night that I like posted that little picture, and she wanted to do like really, we did like a green outfit and got cutesy and had this cute little like hors d'oeuvres dinner, which by the way was not enough food for us to go hard as we went. Everybody like pretty much came off of a plane that day. I had gotten in a day early.
Nobody eats properly on an airplane
day. You don't
eat
properly. You start drinking early in the morning, so even when you do eat, you're not really keeping up with it. So like then we were like getting ready for night.
Drinking water.
Nobody's drinking water. Absolutely not even a thing. Had tons of bottled water, but And the funny thing is we knew we weren't drinking them because everybody woke up the next morning and it's like this much gone out of like 20 water bottles. Like we all tried, we attempted before we went out, but like it didn't really happen. So we went out to like Old Town Scottsdale, which is just, I guess the
capital of Arizona.
The light of it all. These like outside bars, the whole, no.
Okay.
But it's like, it's really bougie. That's where our little like dinner was, it was like, it was tight. We did like pictures and stuff, but like we were like outside walking to one part of these bars, and like I'm in high heels, right? And so like I'm just already pretty faded. We get to this other bar. I don't know what came over me, but I order a double tequila Sprite and just chug this thing before we go into like the main bar that we're trying to get into. This like has heated lamps everywhere. It's actually really chilly at this point because we're hardly wearing any clothing, and like it's 40-ish degrees at this point. And so like the nights,
22 years old.
Yeah, I'm saying. And so like we go in there, we somehow finesse. I totally like we pulled buttresses all weekend, truly. We finessed our way. We didn't pay for hardly anything when we went out. It was crazy. We actually said, we like talked to these bouncers and we're like, no, we like actually reserved this spot over here. So and they believed us.
Yeah.
They literally believed us. So we just got this corner. We just got this corner away from everybody. We didn't have to be anywhere. We were just in our own jam. Bro, and like this, one of the girls that was with us just like kept she almost got kicked out like 6 times this night. I couldn't even tell you what she was doing. I felt like every time I looked at her, she was just sitting down. But I just obviously wasn't coherent. And anyways, so it's like outside, but they have all these heat lamps. And so I'm like drunk to the point where I was just like, it was so hot. I could not get away from the heat that I was like, oh my God. And so I'm already like, I'm done with it all. I'm done with it. It's only like 1:30. Everybody's trying to like really stay out. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm leaving. I am leaving. I'm leaving this city and I'm going back to my Airbnb. I'm so drunk that when I pull up my Uber that I didn't change my address into it. I still had it set for the restaurant that we went to beforehand. So I get in this Uber. I was in Old Town Scottsdale at these outdoorsy bars.
And he takes you to the restaurant?
He takes me to this restaurant. And because I just didn't change the address in it. And I was like, wait, where are we? And he was like, the address. And I was like, wait, can I just pay you extra? Like, just add on a trip and like, you just take me? And he was like, being crazy about it. He was like, no, I won't take you back. I was like, can I not? I'll literally pay you whatever. Just like, don't make me get out and get another Uber. That's stupid, sir. He was like, no. So I was like, whatever. So I get out. I'm like literally away from all my friends, right? I'm just out here. And I'm waiting on a new Uber. And at this point, I can like feel the nausea kicking in. I'm like, oh my God, I should have just puked in the bushes before I got this. Sarah. No, it gets even worse. Trust me. I'm really about to just say it all right here. Well, I get in this Uber. It takes like 10 minutes to get to me. Plug in the right address. I'm on the way to my destination. I'm getting there. And as soon as I get in the car, I'm just instantly nauseous. And I'm like, oh my God. What am I going to do? I can like barely sit up straight. I'm like just that. I had to roll down the window and I ended up like puking out the window. But so nonchalantly, you can hardly even hear me. The man just literally was like, did you? No, he knew. No, he knew. And he absolutely knew because it flew back and hit his car. And mostly
it always does.
Mostly my hair. Because it was like this and I was like this. And the wind, and it was like a whole ordeal that I didn't even realize I had gotten it in my hair. That's how
She's
like
just been waiting to tell me this until we were on film, bro. I've seen her since then. What the fuck, girl?
So I
mean, I've done it too, but like,
oh my gosh,
not in an Uber.
He didn't even charge me. I didn't get it anywhere in his car.
Well,
just
yeah,
on
I was
the
gonna
outside,
say as long as
but
it's on the outside. But I mean, like he has like
charge to hit the next.
Yeah,
day.
I might have someone else to go to or somebody or something.
I mean, I knew he was picking up rides the whole rest of the night.
You were just hella cute. You were.
I was like, I'm stumbling out of the car.
He was picking up rides all night.
He probably was, He probably was. And so like I'm able to like I punch in the code to this house and it like the
I'm surprised you couldn't find the door to ours, so
that was a whole thing. I didn't even realize those screens were a thing. You were like bust in there. I was like bust through the screen.
And then I said the code and you were just like
yeah, man. I don't know how I did this.
Once it was the first one. Yeah, I don't know how you did it.
How did I do that? I'm like over here like pressing buttons.
I
barely even knew the
let
code.
You leave. I'm so mad.
Nobody can stop me in those moments. Nobody. And everybody was still down to party. And I was like,
Edward.
I was out.
What if I just showed up? What if I showed up Edward style at that restaurant and I was like,
I would have been like, lit, come back to the place.
You would have been like Bella.
I would have been like, what? Thank goodness somebody's here.
No worries that you
I
stopped me the whole way here.
I was being saved. Totally not. And so I did make it home safe though. And I ended up just crashing. Took me two washes of my hair to get the throw up out of the ends of my hair.
Stop, you have short hair too.
I wrapped it up in a bun, and that's how I didn't realize, is I had like tucked in the ends that had gotten. So I didn't realize, and I'm taking a shower the next morning. I'm like, I'm still smelling throw up. Why am I still smelling throw up? And I'm like over here, I'm like, what's going on? It's just in my hair. Twice.
Just hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Like lobster.
It was prosciutto pizza and like a fucking pimento dip.
I got a pimento dip from Costco recently and don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it.
You just don't fuck with pimento?
I guess not.
I don't know.
Isn't pimento the shit they put in olives?
Yeah.
Because I fuck with that shit.
It just, you didn't like it because it wasn't strong enough. It is cheese. Pimento is also cheese. It's a pimento cheese dip. So they have the pimento and the
so
cheese.
They're putting cheese with
There's supposed to be more
pimento.
olivey, which is probably why you were like very concerned. Because they're supposed to be really tangy and citrusy and acidic and salty, but cheese.
It was not. It was crumbly.
No, it wasn't. I tasted it.
You tasted it. I forgot. I made you eat that. I didn't like it.
It wasn't pimento.
I said, take this home. Did you take it home?
No. Left it there. I said, no, ma'am.
I don't know. I never look at my fucking fridge. I rarely eat unless somebody else is cooking or.
Truly, we were just talking about that today, but yeah. Anyways, so I was waiting to tell you this whole story.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, that was it. That was it. That was really
story,
just
right?
it. That was, and then we went on hikes and chilled at the Airbnb and.
Gross.
Still got free shit.
I have a random story that happened to me today.
Shoot.
I woke up this morning and I was pissed because I keep waking myself up at like 6:30, unable to fall asleep again, which I mean, I wake up at 8 usually, so it's not like that crazy, but I like couldn't fall asleep for an hour and a half or so, so I put my alarm like further back to like 9 or so. But then I like wake up at like, or like I'm still awake at like 7:30 and I'm just like smelling fire. Like, speaking of fears, whole new wave of fears as an adult, as a homeowner, is like, what the fuck does smelling fire in your house mean?
Yeah, that's
If I can't find a fire, where is it? In my walls? Is it an electric fire? Is it in my basement? Like,
and that truly happens.
Running around, right? I know that it happens, and I'm looking at all my stuff like. And I already did this once in California whenever I had like almost evacuate all my shit, and like I had like safety bags and of all my favorite things like are on my computer and my hard drives and like. You know, important things to put in my car, like, and just like sat there to see if I had to evacuate. So like, I get how much, I already know how much it would suck to lose the things that I've just finally got. You know, like I just got my life how I want. So I'm smelling this fire and freaking out about it. I run to the basement. It doesn't smell like anything down there, actually.
This was today?
This morning at 7:30 this morning. I haven't slept. I swear I haven't slept, but I'm like killing it right now. Actually, today was like I did work today, and then I was like, but then I heard my Slack noise and I just
back up again.
Got up again. I literally was like out for, I swear, like 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, that was nice. Went back to it. Hey, but got my performance review and I'm exceeding excellence. So, but anyway,
Congrats.
So I smell this fire. I don't smell it in all the scary places. I don't smell it in my HVAC in the basement. I don't smell it by the fuse box. I don't smell it in my washer and dryer. Like I don't smell it anywhere. Like I'm smelling the vents. I don't smell this shit coming in, but I'm like, I smell it on the main floor, not my basement, not anywhere else. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I go outside, I smell it, but it's mostly like not in the front of my house. Like I'm not smelling in the front of my house. I go to the back of my house, I'm smelling it real bad. In my house, I'm smelling it real bad. Freaking out. But you know, I got some sketchy neighbors. On one side. So I was like, how do I like go and smell near their house?
I didn't even think about that. I didn't think that this is what you were alluding to.
Yeah,
earlier.
no. Because you were like, oh, this generator I hear over. Because my neighbors have this generator going all the time, which they used to be stealing power from this house before we moved in. So like now we got a lock on it, you know, like we're like, whatever, you know, I'll keep to my business, you keep to yours. But this generator goes and it's like, whatever, I can barely hear it anymore. But this morning I'm just like smelling this and I go out to the front. And I'm like, okay, we're going to look around this side of my house because I'm smelling it a lot over here. And I go over there and I'm like, I smelled a lot over here. So I'm like, it must be something they're doing over there. But like, it smelled like a fire, not like anything too crazy, you know? But then I finally, I was like, what if they don't know that their shit's on fire? Because like that happens all the time. Like literally, you were here like 2 weeks ago and 2 houses just burned down from somebody just not knowing there was a house or there was the fire, and then
and you never
we
know,
got up,
like,
and
that
then it
would
goes to the
caught
next house, and I
because-
was like, I don't want to go to my house if I like if the neighbors are having that fire or something. So I go to the backyard, and then I just see billowing smoke. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is that coming from? Like, where is this coming from
What
at their
was
house
it?
behind the privacy fence? So I got this.
They're just
my
starting fires, a bonfire.
It's like 7 in the
Bonfires.
morning.
We're not doing a bonfire
You
out
know,
here.
they're not doing nothing at 7 in the morning like that. They are
No,
not
no.
bonfire types. You can see it.
Mm-mm.
So I go to my bathroom because there's like, funny enough, like a window in my shower that I have like one of those black privacy films on, which I still don't trust. I need to get like a curtain or something because I'm still taking showers sitting down because I don't trust it. But anyway, so I'm like looking over the fence to see if I can see anything. Still, I can't see. So I'm like looking around a different window and everything. And I see that this generator is just billowing smoke. And I was like, man, maybe I should like tell them or something. Like, what if it explodes? Like, I don't know anything about
straight
generators
up.
or something.
No, that's absolutely
Maybe they got
bad
the wrong.
sign.
Yeah, I was like, it's either going out or like, I don't know.
Well,
Like, I don't know shit.
generators are not supposed to be meant to be used on a regular basis like that. You just can't do
But
that.
I was really like, oh, man, like, where am I? What do I do right now? Like, do I go talk to him or not? And then like 2 seconds later, he goes outside and just starts hitting it with this metal like thing. He's just like whacking it.
And it stopped smoking.
And it stopped. So, but
He
now
said,
I
"You
know
damn
next
shit,
time
don't
I
ever."
smell anything and I'm about to call the fire department, I'll just like also take a peek next door just in case. Because
Check your
what if
neighbors.
I called the fucking fire department and they came and
They
caught them
doused
doing
the-
something fucked up or something, and then I was like
the one,
the whitey on the
it's
street
yeah.
making shit happening horrible. I don't want that to happen.
And you're trying to mind your own business. But
I
at the same
am
time,
trying to
you're
mind my
like,
own business, but I thought my house was on fire. They kept telling me to mind my own business. So I'm like, bro, I'm minding my own business. I just sit in here and smoke weed all day. I'm minding my own business always. My dog is a little loud, but so are all the other dogs. We all
Truly.
dogs everywhere, cats everywhere.
I live
living
in a
together.
neighborhood where dogs just ran amok all the time. So
Yeah.
hearing a dog at night just.
It's nice.
Yeah, I'm just used to a loud environment like
Yeah.
that. At any point in my life, my dad was super loud. He always had the TVs blaring. I don't know how people just are like,
Mhm.
how do you sleep with that noise? I'm like, I like this,
Mm-hmm.
like that. That's how I do.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, that was my crazy story. I mean, it wasn't that crazy. It's just
We both just like literally save those moments just to tell him right now.
well,
I really
mine happened this morning. So
I absolutely truly did forget about mine for like a split second. Then I was like, oh my God, I did do that. That was like my one moment.
yeah,
Because
I
like
told
was
you all
hella
my
responsible
juicy
the whole
family
time.
stuff right before. I was like, "Pa, pa, 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 pa."
Yeah, for sure. Because I was responsible. Because like, okay, the person that was supposed to go on this trip, the matron of honor, which is, you are a mother. If you're a matron, are you a mother or are you married?
Sounds like
a
a mom.
mother, I think, right? Maternity, matron. That makes sense. I think you have to be a mother because she is a mother, but she's also married.
Mm.
It's one of the two that makes you. I think it's because you're a mother. So, anyways,
You bring a lady to the bachelor party to take care of everybody?
Well, her matron of honor. Okay, the bride has 2 younger sisters who are technically her maid of honors because they're her blood, right? But they're young. They can't plan her a whole Arizona trip, so she made a matron of honor, right? But you
I
have to
thought
be
you
a
just making
mother
things
to
up.
to hold that title, so it made a lot of sense. It's like she also came from Broken Arrow. We all
Maybe
came
it's
from the
just
same area.
unmarried because like they've
I think
done it
it's-
and they can pass on the torch kind of thing.
I think it's a mother thing. I really truly I think you have to be a mother to be a matron. But anyways, she
Why
was
couldn't
at
it be
her,
either for
both
you?
of
I'm
her
sorry.
babies. No, it's okay. You don't have to have a matron. That's only if it works, which it worked for a minute because she was like kind of in charge of this whole thing, like me, her, and this like other girl, and then like literally last minute both her babies got COVID, so she was like, "Here is." You now have to be the one to present the Airbnb.
You?
Yeah, I had to like make sure our Airbnb was tight and like we could check in and stuff like that. So that was my one irresponsible moment. Was that very first night? Crazy, because I even rented a car down there because I was like, I'm not paying for a Uber every freaking time we go out. It would have just added up, We even finessed Ubers. We would literally go up to a huge ass Yukon or some type of like minivan or car that was like picking everybody up outside. And just would straight up talk to him and be like, we will bribe you with money right now. We don't even have to go through an app and you can pick us up. We will all pitch in.
Strangers?
No, they were like Ubers. Uber. Like, they would, like, Ubers, but they were, like, dropping off or picking somebody up. And we finessed them into, like, canceling their trips and, like, picking us up instead. And fitting all 9 of us in a, which is still in a Yukon. I mean, that's still enough room, but technically in...
He could have murdered you if he wanted to.
All 9 of us. All 9 of us.
Not you Oklahoma girls.
I'd like to see you try, sir. You're from little baby Arizona. You ain't known what's around the corner. I got a rancher with me. He literally ran these longhorns, these huge. No, I'm sorry, sir. You were way out of your. No, it would have never happened. But yeah, so that was my one moment and.
Crazy, crazy.
You
crazy. Really lived like you were like very young again.
I don't know. I don't feel like I did. I still kind of had some like very adult moments where we like, because we only went out twice and then the rest of the time was like hanging at our luxurious Airbnb. So like there was a jacuzzi there. We had groceries. We had weed. We didn't need anything else really. We had beer, stupid ass seltzers that weren't quirks, but beer. We had a ton of champagne.
Oh God, I drank so much beer this week too.
I could never touch champagne again and it'd probably be okay.
Yeah,
Truly.
it's not that tight thing in my life.
It's not that tight. And that
well,
bubbly.
shit. What are you doing now? Well, I have a housewarming party by the next time that
I'm trying to go.
I'll probably film it.
Sketch.
Yeah, I don't know what you might need to switch things around for me because
I definitely
it's 2 weeks away and you can. That's what I was thinking. It's 2 weeks away.
Yeah, I can always finesse something.
We might film.
I might already just have it off. You never know. Is it on a Saturday? I mean, I get random weekend days off anyways, so I'll just have to see. If it's not in the schedule, I could finesse something. I finessed Ubers and free.
Proud of you. Were you just like, I'm channeling big buttress right now?
Yeah, dude. And straight up, like, okay.
Sometimes you just gotta ask, and people are down. I do feel weird about you jump, but with 9 people, that makes sense.
That was my only, like.
You were just like, oh, yeah, we just found this van on the side of the road and just jumped in.
It wasn't a van on the side of the road. It was like where all the pickups were happening. I
know what you're saying. I know what you're talking about.
This guy was like, one of the guys, we just really finessed it. We were like, we'll pay you all cash right now. And it was there was 9 of us. So even if like all of us pitched in, I think it was like $7, $10. The guy made like $80, $90 off of us. So he was like, tight. I'll take you around the corner to your spot.
Yeah, around the corner, right?
Literally.
Yeah.
You know.
No, that's nice.
No, it was really tight. We really just
off stuff.
Did that the right way. And that, I will say this much. I do feel very...
Cash is...
Key. Cash is key.
She really had me... We can end close to this on this one. This fucking... When we were packing, the reason my room is not done right now is because I don't know where shit is. I have to unpack everything in order to unpack my room because of the way that you and I packed my shit.
It was a stress pack.
We just put everything we put things in boxes, inside of boxes, and I just remember there was one point where you were like, Coach is key. Don't forget about your coach because Coach is key. And so I was like, guys, I gotta find my purses because Coach is key for some reason. There's something in there that I fucking need. And it's like, it's all my Zelda. I literally can show you. This is what was inside of my Coach dress.
Was there anything important?
No. It's literally just Zelda puzzle piece figures.
I did tell you Coach's key. There has to be a key in there.
No
way. I wouldn't just tell you, of all things.
Little
just
Zelda figures. Don't forget, and in my Twitch pins. Honestly, my work badge.
But maybe that's why we did put a bunch of your lanyards in somewhat.
Other than that,
things.
It's just a lot of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
And yes, mints. Question block mints. It's just a bunch of collectibles. She was like, "Don't forget
Coach's key."
So now I really
she knows Coach's key, but she has no idea where anything else is. I don't know why I would tell you that. I feel like that is so.
I think I was like, "Why did you just throw those on a bag?" And you're probably like, "Stop stressing out so much. Coach's key. You just know.
The thing is like I'm still racking my brain over what you asked me the other day. You're like, I feel like. I don't remember what you were looking for, but you were like, we put it in some type of container.
Oh, I've been looking for my cards.
Oh,
I was trying to play cards with my family and I couldn't find any of my cards. And I was like, I know we put them somewhere.
Boxes.
Yeah, we just, because We just
kept consolidating and then consolidating and then consolidating and then like we were putting bags and bigger bags and we were putting like
it was so bad.
We're putting shoes.
I'm so fucked. But I mean, I'm only unpacking one more time, so
I am
there's that. Packing
being
for the last time.
Proactive and packing early.
Well, you learned your lesson from me. I'm glad that you do, because then unpacking with you will be easy too.
I also have a little bit more time than what you had for sure. I at least have like a whole other month if I like really wanted to take the time.
You got a lot of extra time.
The crappy thing is though is, you know, I go from this trip that I just took, I go to closing on a house and then I go right back out to Florida for the actual wedding. So I'm just, this is a whole transition period for me, I feel like. For you.
That's what I'm saying. All of this
I'm in a transition.
We're getting back into this. I know we've been a little, but we're getting back into this.
I'm finally feeling a sense of normalcy.
Yeah, both of us today were boss working for no reason. So
it was funny too, because like I came over here and I was like, I really got the Sunday scaries pretty hard and was like, you're gonna get your shit done starting on Monday. You're gonna duke out these review questions. You're gonna do all of this stuff. You're gonna catch up on all the stuff that you've been like slacking on, because I've just been fixated on very important things. Yeah, I mean they've been important. You have to kind of life. But yeah,
ups and downs, lots of stuff.
So
or not, depending.
So we're in a transition stage, but I finally have felt. Since our last recording, I felt some sense of like, okay, I'm grounded again. I know where I'm supposed to be. I'm feeling like this is all solidified again. And we're back.
We're back. She even threw up those decorations 2 seconds before we started this. We're going to get more, though. I forgot. I just cleaned this closet out today again because my room was preoccupied with family.
That's the best part is it's just going to, every episode that we come back, we're just going to have a little bit more. And by the end of it, it's just going to be this, da. And the nice thing is like, this is our pad for a minute, you know? This is the spot.
Yeah.
This is the spot.
Shit, I was going to say one more thing. But I mean, whatever.
Upcoming
we're hanging out this weekend.
We're hanging out. Oh, yeah.
So we have one night this weekend that we know we're hanging out.
Yeah, we definitely are.
And then
you've got your housewarming coming up.
My housewarming is coming up, but we might film before then, depending.
We definitely should. I think we will. And then I've got, you know, the wedding to come back from and a house sign. I'm going to sign my house and then you can see my house for the first time.
But not before we film. That's in the future.
No, it is in the future. I'm just excited to show you my house for the first time.
Because like I never really saw your house until you. Like before we film again. But that's about it that I have planned.
Yeah.
That we have planned. We're seeing each other this weekend and then we don't get to see each other anymore. We're so busy.
Yeah, truly, it was kind of depressing to only hang out with, like, you and your family for, like, one day. But, like, that's just really how the stars align. Like, with work on top of...
Arizona,
and these obligations that we have. So, that was
well, right on.
Until next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Sarah Blunted.
I wanted to hit, don't kill bugs. Take them outside.
Kill bugs. But pet cows.
I love cows.
Go to the local petting zoo.
Yeah, don't be a
capitals.
Karamo. I mean, be a Karamo about everything except for don't be a Karamo about farm animals. They need love. They're like little big dogs. They just want pets.
They do. They really do.
They love pets. Dogs are big.
They're just as domesticated.
I was gonna say cows are big fucking dogs, but
no, they're just as domesticated. They love the human attention.